Now, Auburn Glory Bound, the 2014 BCS National Championship preview from WTVM News Leader 9.
It's a great week for Auburn fans as the team prepares to play in the BCS National Championship game. After what could be the greatest turnaround in college football history, Tigers are ready to take on the #1 ranked Florida State Seminoles.
We got the best fans in college football, and they're in it with us. We're all in this thing together. A minute ago, I really think we're in the midst of something special here.
And good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in to our BCS special, Auburn Glory Bound. I'm Jason Dennis.
And I'm Barbara Gilche. We're so glad to have you with us tonight. We're just one day away now from the big game where the Auburn Tigers will take on the Florida State Seminoles for a chance to take home the title of national champions.
And with our team coverage of the game, we have Dave Plata and Annie Hubble in Pasadena, California. Also Elizabeth White in Auburn and Alexandra Vitale right here in our studio.
And getting us started is Sports Director Dave Plata. He is live from Pasadena where both teams are preparing for tomorrow's big face-off. Hey, Dave.
Hey there, Barbara. I'll tell you what, this is going to be the place to be tomorrow night, the Rose Bowl. #2 Auburn, #1 FSU duking it out for the national championship. These two proud programs looking for their third title ever. Auburn for their second in 4 seasons, FSU their first in a decade and a half. Now this morning, the two coaches met. Yeah, no doubt about it. These are two great teams, and we're going to spend the next hour showing you why these two squads are here in Pasadena ready to duke it out for a national championship. Jason?
All right, thanks very much, Dave, live from Pasadena. And Auburn's impressive and very surprising 12-1 season could be the biggest turnaround in college football history. Alexandra Vitale continues our team coverage by taking a look back at the Tigers' 2013 winning ways. Alex?
That's right, Jason. A lot has changed since last season for the Auburn Tigers, from Gene Chizik being fired after that disastrous 3-9 season, from the hiring of head coach Gus Malzahn, and now they have a new quarterback, Nick Marshall, and could very well end up with a national title. Time now to recap Auburn's impeccable season. And the man on the field leading his team through the winning season, quarterback Nick Marshall. Dave Plata takes a look at the player who had a surprising start to his career.
All right, Alex, you know, the Auburn offense has been a machine this year, averaging 505 yards total offense per ball game, and that includes a best in the nation 3-quarter. But remember, the Tigers have pulled off some amazing wins this season. Barbara, Jason?
Yeah, everybody looking for more amazing stuff tomorrow night. All right, Dave, thank you so much. And coming up here on our BCS special, we'll take a look at how FSU made it to the BCS championship game.
Plus, we'll hear from Heisman Trophy winner Jameis Winston, who led the Seminoles to an undefeated season so far.
Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us tonight for News Leader 9 at 11. I'm Barbara Gilche.
And I'm Jason Dennis. We get right to our top story tonight. Severe weather moving across the south and headed our way. This is video of tornado damage in Limestone, Alabama near Huntsville.
At least 6 people have died from these storms in northern Alabama tonight. Chief Meteorologist Derek Kincaid is in the Weather Center to explain how this storm may impact our area. Derek?
Yeah, guys, we've been watching this throughout the course of the day and really for the Valley a little bit later on in the newscast, guys.
All right, thank you, Derek. Well, the center of the storm may be hours away, but in northern Troup County, homes were already hit by a powerful tornado earlier tonight. This is video captured by a resident's smartphone when the tornado hit. You can see the funnel cloud forming. The tornado caused damage across the area. News Leader 9's Dante Renzulli saw some of that damage firsthand. He joins us now live on the phone from Highway 27, where they're working to restore power for a lot of folks. Dante, can you hear me?
Yes, I sure can, Jason. Hey, thanks for that toss. You know, we want to get this live shot up for you as soon as we can, but we were experiencing some technical difficulties. Let me describe the scene to you out here. Diverse Power has got thousands of customers who don't have electricity right now, and it's all due to a series of telephone poles that just went down like dominoes when this tornado came through northern Troup County. We're just very close to the Heard County line, so we're way up here right now, live on Highway 27, just north of LaGrange. Dante Renzulli for News Leader 9.
All right, Dante, yeah, we've been getting lots of pictures and video from folks in LaGrange talking about that damage from that tornado. Meantime, at least 22 people have been killed by a line of powerful storms that tore through the southern U.S., sparking deadly tornadoes. 6 of those deaths were in Alabama. 13 of the victims were killed in Arkansas. The violent storms destroyed entire neighborhoods, slicing an 80-mile path across the region. Rescue crews have been going door to door searching for survivors.
It's because we've got people and dogs going through the rubble and trying to find whoever we can and whatever we can.
Now, these severe storms come on the 3rd anniversary of a tornado outbreak in Alabama on April 27, 2011. Tornadoes cut a 6.5-mile path through the city of Tuscaloosa. More than 200 people died and 2,000 were hurt in Alabama in that 2011 outbreak. You're going to need to stay up on the weather tonight and make sure you have some type of warning system should severe weather move into your area. We're going to check in with Derek a little bit later for your full forecast. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us tonight for News Leader 9 at 6. I'm Barbara Gauthier.
And I'm Jason Dennis. Topping our news tonight, Columbus City councilors approve a controversial multi-million-dollar bathroom renovation project. The plan has been a sore subject for months now, but today, Councilor Red McDaniel made a motion to pass the resolution, changing his initial vote from no to yes. News Leader 9's Rosalind Giles was there at today's meeting. She joins us now with a reaction from both sides of this bathroom issue. Rosalind?
Well, Jason, talks about the bathroom construction project have been going on since March. Now, that's when City Council first brought the issue up for a vote. Construction workers and... Now, the city is responsible for a 20% match of the grant at nearly $40,000. A lot of people weighing in on this on our Facebook page. Eddie Emmons writes, "Thank you, Judy Thomas, for continuing to be the voice of reason on council. I'm sure this restroom will become just as dilapidated as the other restrooms on the Riverwalk, Flat Rock, and Cooper Creek Parks." Roxanne Glosson states they should have already done that. You shouldn't have to leave because you have no bathrooms. No word yet on when this project will get started. Back to you.
All right, Rosalind, thank you. All new at 6 tonight, the Alabama prison system now faces a lawsuit filed today by 2 advocacy groups, the Southern Poverty Law Center, or SPLC, along with the Alabama Disabilities Advocacy Center, filed the suit claiming the state does not provide basic medical and mental health care to inmates. An SPLC attorney says a lack of adequate medical care is causing inmates suffering and even deaths.
State officials have known about these problems for years, but they have simply failed to address them. Because lives literally hang in the balance here, we cannot, in good conscience, wait any longer before bringing this lawsuit. That's why we filed our case today.
Alabama Department of Corrections Commissioner Kim Thomas released a statement regarding the lawsuit saying, quote, "We believe that many of their allegations are grossly inaccurate and appear to be based on incomplete information. The Alabama Department of Corrections stands ready to present the facts related to the quality medical and mental health care that Corazon and MHM provide within the prison system and fully defend that level of care in court."
A man who turned himself into police following a fatal hit and run now faces numerous charges, including vehicular homicide. 46-year-old Cataricton Barnes remains in custody in Harris County after turning himself into West Point police last night. He also faces charges of felony hit and run. Barnes will be in court in the next 48 hours. The victim's identity has not been released yet.
If you've driven by Toomer's Corner in Auburn, you've probably seen the fences blocking views of the massive construction project underway. News Leader 9's Elizabeth White is live at Toomer's Corner, where a new beginning is starting to take shape. Tonight she takes us behind the fences. So what's going on back there, Liz?
That's exactly right, Barbara. You know, Auburn fans, including myself, we are curious to see what is happening behind these barricades and this massive construction project that we keep hearing. So for now, the cable system here at the corner will have to do for celebrating victories at Auburn University. Reporting in downtown Auburn, Elizabeth White, WTVM News Leader 9.
And time now to talk weather. Before we talk about the heat, let's talk about the storms. Showers and thunder. Dry and very warm as well. We'll be talking more about the rest of the week's forecast coming up, guys.
All right, thanks, Derek. And speaking of that heat, with the temperatures already in the 90s and students out of school, some East Alabama families are trying their best to stay cool, and Phoenix City has several ways for them to do that, and affordably. News Leader 9's Tyrone McCoy joins us now to explain how you can keep your family cool as those temperatures rise. Looks like a lot of fun out there, Tyrone.
Yeah, Jason, Phoenix City has 2 new wet spots for residents to go beat the heat. One at Idle Hour Park and the other at San. You can get more on that by heading to our website, WTVM.com. Back to you, Barbara.
All right, we will do it, Tyrone. Thank you so much. And more than 100 educators from across the valley teamed up to beat the heat in a fun way as well today. Take a look at this. Teachers and administrators from Muskogee County, Phoenix City, and Russell County got together and spent the day whitewater rafting on the Chattahoochee River. The event is a way for staff in all 3 districts to spend time together and learn more about each other and the environment.
It was an opportunity for educators from all 3 counties, from Russell, from Phoenix City, from Muskogee County, all to come down together, enjoy the river, being as this is an integral part of all 3 of our communities.
It was a great time. We learned a lot of things about the history of Phoenix City, Columbus area. We also learned a little bit about the habitat that would be good in the science classroom.
We learned about the Alabama shad fish that were endangered, and now because of the water flow, they're coming back, and the blue herring habitats, we got to see some of those.
Well, today's rafting event was sponsored by Troy University, Columbus State University, and Uptown Columbus.
Well, looks like they had some fun out there.
Hopefully they didn't spend too much time in the river.
That's right. Coming up here on the news at 6, as the crisis in Iraq intensifies, President Obama considers possible U.S. involvement. We'll update you on the conflict that has the world and our local military community watching.
Plus, the alleged mastermind behind the 2012 Benghazi terrorist attack is now in U.S. custody. We'll tell you what charges the suspect faces.